My wife, Tara, for 9 years, married for 6 of them. We met at a bar during a friend's birthday. She was the bartender slinging drinks and throwing sass, and I was the guy who accidentally spilled a beer on her shoes trying to flirt. She laughed it off, and somehow that turned into a first date, then a whole damn life together. We've got a condo downtown, no kids, thank God, given how this is going, and a cat named Whiskey who hates me but loves her. I work IT, she's in real estate, and up until recently, I thought we were solid. Not some fairy tale romance, but the kind of partnership where you've got each other's backs. The cracks started showing maybe 8 months ago. She'd always had a sharp edge quick with a comeback, never afraid to call me out, but it went from playful to straight up mean. I'd ask how her day was, and she'd scoff. Oh, like you actually care. Then storm off to decompress. She started staying late at open houses that didn't match her schedule, and her perfume changed some heavy, musky scent that wasn't her usual floral vibe. Then there was the phone. She used to toss it on the couch like it was nothing, but now it's locked tighter than Fort Knox, and she freaks if I even glance at it. "Stop being so paranoid," she'd hiss if I asked about the constant buzzing. I told myself it was nothing, maybe she's just burned out from work, but this nagging feeling kept creeping in, like I was missing something big right in front of me. Turns out I was. Here's where shit hits the fan. I'm not some detective genius or anything, I didn't go looking for this. It just fell into my lap like a damn grenade with the pin already pulled. Last Thursday, I'm home early from work because my boss let us cut out after a system upgrade went smooth for once. Tara's supposed to be at some client dinner, which she's been having a lot of lately, always with this vague, "Oh, it's just business," excuse tossed my way. I'm not proud of it, but I'd started noticing stuff. Her coming home with her hair all mussed up, lipstick smudged like she'd wiped it off in a hurry, that new perfume clinging to her like a cloud. I'd ask, and she'd snap, "What? I can't look nice for work? Stop being so clingy." Clingy? Me? I'm the guy who barely texts her during the day so she can focus. But whatever, I let it slide. Anyway, I'm in the kitchen reheating some leftovers, Whiskey glaring at me from the counter like I'm the asshole here, when I hear the front door creak open. It's Tara, 2 hours early, giggling like a teenager. I freeze, fork halfway to my mouth, because she's not alone. There's this low, male voice murmuring something I can't make out. My brain's doing cartwheels trying to rationalize it. Maybe it's a client, maybe she's just walking someone to the elevator, but then I hear her shush him, all flirty-like, and my stomach drops. I step into the hall, quiet as I can, and peek around the corner. There she is, pressed up against some dude in a slick blazer, her hands on his chest, his lips on her neck. I don't even register his face at first, just the way she's leaning into him, like she hasn't leaned into me in years. I must have made a noise drop the fork or something because she whips around, eyes wide, and for a split second, she looks like a deer in headlights. Then she shoves the guy back, smooths her skirt, and goes, "Oh hey, you're home early," like I just caught her rearranging the furniture. The dew-tall, gelled hair smells like too much cologne mumbles something about wrong floor, and bolts for the stairs. Tara's already spinning a web, hands on her hips, glaring at me like I'm the one who screwed up. What the hell's your problem? That was just Mark from work dropping off some papers. Papers? At 7 p.m? In our hallway? With his tongue on her neck? My head's spinning, but she's so damn convincing, I almost doubt what I saw. Almost. That's when I notice her phone buzzing on the table. She must have dropped her purse in the chaos and the screen lights up with a text from M. "You taste better than the wine." Yeah, real estate papers? My ass. So there I am, standing in our hallway, staring at Tara like she's some stranger who just wandered into my life, while that text, "You taste better than the wine," burns a hole through my skull. My hands are shaking, my chest feels like it's caving in, but I managed to choke out, "What the fuck, Tara?" She's still got that pissed off look on her face, like I'm the one who's out of line, and she crosses her arms, tossing her hair back like she's prepping for battle. "What the fuck what?" She fires back, voice all sharp and venomous. "You're seriously freaking out over nothing? God, you're so dramatic." Dramatic? I just caught her with some sleazy dude's hands all over her, and I'm the dramatic one? I point at her phone, still buzzing on the table like it's mocking me, and say, Explain that. You taste better than the wine? Who's Mark, Tara? What the hell's going on? She doesn't even flinch, just rolls her eyes and snatches the phone up, clutching it to her chest like it's her firstborn. Oh my God, you're unbelievable, she snaps. That's just a stupid joke from a client. You're blowing this way out of proportion. A joke? I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure clients don't text shit like that, unless they're screwing you on the side. I take a step closer, trying to keep my voice steady, and say, I saw you, in the hall, with him. Don't lie to me. For a second, her mask slips just a flicker of panic in her eyes, but then she doubles down, hard. Lie to you? Jesus, you're paranoid, she says, laughing this bitter, fake laugh that makes my skin crawl. Mark's a coworker, okay? We were just talking about a deal, and he walked me up because my car's in the shop. You're making this into some soap opera because you're insecure. My car's in the shop? That's news to Meher Honda was in the garage this morning. I call her on it. Since when? I saw it downstairs, and she doesn't miss a beat. I meant it's going in tomorrow, dumbass. Stop interrogating me. She's spinning lies so fast I can barely keep up, and it's infuriating because she's good at it too good. Her voice gets louder, shriller, like she's trying to drown me out. You're suffocating me, you know that? Always hovering, always suspicious. Maybe if you weren't so boring, I wouldn't need to talk to anyone else. That stings like a slap across the face. Boring? I've been busting my ass keeping this life together fixing the Wi-Fi she complains about, cooking dinner half the time because she's too tired, even planning that anniversary trip she cancelled last minute for work. I'm about to yell back, but then I notice Whiskey slinking out of the room, tail low, like even the cat knows this is a shit show. I take a deep breath and say, quieter, just tell me the truth, Tara. Are you sleeping with him? She freezes, and for one stupid second, I think she might come clean. Then she actually smirks and goes, You're pathetic. No, I'm not. But maybe I should, just to shake things up. She storms past me, slamming the bedroom door so hard the walls shake, leaving me standing there, reeling, with that damn text still echoing in my head. I don't know what's worse, that she's lying, or that she thinks I'm dumb enough to buy it. After Tara slams the bedroom door, I just stand there in the hallway like an idiot, staring at the chipped paint on the wall like it's going to tell me what to do next. My head's a mess spinning between what I saw, what she said, and that smug little smirk she threw at me like a grenade. I stumble back to the living room, collapse onto the couch, and Whiskey jumps up next to me, purring for once instead of hissing. Maybe he's picking up on the fact that I'm falling apart here. I grab a beer from the fridge warm, because of course it eyes and crack it open anyway, chugging half of it just to feel something other than this gut punch. At first, it's all rage. I mean, how dare she? I'm picturing that Mark guy, greasy hair, smug grin, probably drives a leased BMW he can't afford and I want to smash his face in. I imagine storming into the bedroom, kicking the door down, and screaming every curse word I know at her. 9 years? And this is what I get? Her pouring some dude in our own damn condo while I'm reheating lasagna like a chump. My fists clench so hard my knuckles go white, and I almost hurl the beer can at the TV just to hear something break. But then the anger starts melting into this heavy, suffocating shock. Did I miss something? Was I really that blind? I replay every snarky comment, every late night, every time she yanked her phone away from me, and it's like puzzle pieces snapping Tolga-Therex, except the picture's uglier than I ever imagined. I sit there for hours, the cat's purring the only sound in the room, while my brain keeps looping. The sadness hits next, slow and thick, like tar creeping up my chest. I think about our wedding in that white dress, laughing as we smashed cake in each other's faces. The time we got stranded on a road trip and slept in the car, her head on my shoulder. Was that all fake? Did she ever even love me? Or was I just convenient? I feel stupid, humiliated like I'm the punchline to some joke she's been telling behind my back. My eyes sting, and I wipe at them, pissed at myself for crying over someone who'd lie to my face like that. But it hurts, man. It hurts so bad I can barely breathe. By 2 a.m., I'm a wreck half drunk, scrolling old photos of us on my phone, wondering where it went wrong. There's this one from last summer, us at the beach, her grinning with sand in her hair, and I'm smiling like an idiot because I thought we were happy. Now I'm second-guessing every memory. Every, I love you. Was she already screwing around then? Was she texting him while I was asleep next to her? The betrayal's a knife twisting deeper with every thought, and I hate her for it, but I hate myself more for not seeing it sooner. Eventually, the exhaustion takes over, and I pass out on the couch, whiskey curled up on my chest like he's guarding what's left of me. When I wake up, the anger's back, but it's colder, now sharper. I'm not just hurt anymore. I'm done. Waking up on the couch with a crick in my neck and whiskey's fur in my mouth feels like the universe's way of kicking me while I'm down. It's barely 6 a.m. The condo's dead quiet, and my head's pounding half from the beer, half from the shitstorm that went down last night. Tara's still barricaded in the bedroom, probably sleeping like nothing happened, and that just fuels the fire in me. I'm not doing this anymore. 9 years of busting my ass, swallowing her attitude, pretending everything's fine while she's out there screwing some gel-haired prick? Nah, I'm out. I grab my laptop from the coffee table. Whiskey gives me this judgy look as I shove him off my lap and start Googling apartments. I don't even know where to begin, but the idea of staying here, in this place that smells like her perfume and lies, makes my skin crawl. I find a couple listings downtown, close to my office, and shoot off some emails. My hands are still shaky, but it feels good to do something, anything, instead of just sitting here drowning in it. Then I text my buddy Dave he's been divorced twice, so he's basically a pro at this, and tell him I need a beer and a couch to crash on tonight. He replies, "Dude, say less. I've got you." That's one lifeline secured. I'm halfway through packing a duffel bag, socks, boxers, my favorite hoodie when Tara stumbles out of the bedroom in her ratty pajamas, hair a mess, looking like she's ready to start round 2. "What the hell are you doing?" she snaps, eyeing the bag like I'm stealing her stuff. I don't even look up, just keep shoving clothes in. "Leaving," I say, flat as hell. She laughs this harsh, grating sound and goes, "Oh please, you're not serious. Over last night? You're so overdramatic." That word again, dramatic. Like catching her with another guy's tongue on her is me overreacting. I zip the bag, sling it over my shoulder, and finally face her. "I'm done, Tara. You want to fuck around? Fine. Do it without me." She switches gears, fast tears welling up, voice going soft. "Wait, no, come on, we can talk about this. I messed up, okay? It was nothing, I swear." "Messed up? Nothing?" I almost laugh. "Save it," I say, heading for the door. "I saw the text. I saw him. You're full of shit." She grabs my arm, digging her nails in, and now she's yelling again. "You're throwing away everything over one mistake? You're such a coward." I yank free, and it's like a switch flips all that sadness from last night hardens into something else. "One mistake?" I shoot back. "You've been lying to me for months. Enjoy your client dinners. I'm gone." I storm out, slamming the door behind me, and the second I'm in the hall, my legs nearly give out. I lean against the wall, breathing hard, feeling like I just ran a marathon. Part of me wants to go back, beg her to explain, fix it, but then I picture that smirk, that text, and I keep walking. By the time I hit Dave's place, I've got a plan. Crash there, get my own spot, file for divorce. No more excuses, no more games. I'm not saying it's easy, me chest still aches like hell, but I'm not letting her drag me down anymore. Resolution? Yeah, it's me choosing myself for once. It's been a couple days since I walked out on Tara, and I'm holed up at Dave's place, sprawled on his lumpy pull-out couch with a lukewarm beer in my hand, and whiskey purring next to me. Yeah, I took the cat. She didn't even fight me for him, just texted me some bitchy rant about how I'm ruining her life, and how I'll regret this. Regret it? Nah, the only thing I regret is not seeing through her bullshit sooner. Dave's been a saint, letting me vent over cheap pizza and Call of Duty marathons, and it's given me some space to really think about what the hell just happened and what I've learned from this train wreck. Looking back, the signs were screaming at me for months. The late nights, the attitude, that damn phone she guarded like it was the nuclear codes. I kept making excuses because I wanted to believe we were okay, because admitting we weren't meant ripping up everything I thought I knew. That's the kicker. You don't just lose your wife. You lose the whole story you built in your head about your life. It's humiliating, realizing you were the clueless idiot while she was out there living a double life. But sitting here now, With my duffel bag in the corner and a rental application half filled out on Dave's coffee table, I'm starting to see it differently. This isn't just a loss, it's a wake-up call. I've learned I'm tougher than I thought. Walking away took guts I didn't know I had. And every day since, I feel a little less like the guy who let her walk all over him. I've also learned trust isn't some infinite well you dip into it's fragile, and once it's gone, you can't fake it back. Tara shattered mine. And I'm not mad anymore. Just done. Sad, sure, but not broken. I keep picturing her with that Mark arsehole, and instead of rage, I just feel pity. She's stuck in her lies. I'm not. I've got a shot at something real now, even if it's just me and whiskey for a while. If I've got any advice for you guys out there, dudes or chicks, doesn't matter, it's this. Don't ignore your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't wait for a smoking gun like I did. Start asking questions. Start paying attention. And if it blows up in your face, don't be afraid to walk. You're not a failure for leaving a sinking ship, you're a survivor. Me? I'm still figuring out what's next. Got a new place lined up, divorce papers in the works, and maybe I'll even get a haircut or something stupid to mark the fresh start. Life's messy, but it's mine again. That's enough for now. It's been a week since I crashed at Dave's, and I'm finally moving into my new placé tiny one-bedroom apartment a few blocks from work. It's nothing fancy. Beige walls, a kitchen that's basically a closet, and a view of a brick wall, but it's mine. No trace of Tara's crap Herino overpriced candles, no passive-aggressive notes about how I load the dishwasher wrong. Just me, whiskey, and a couple boxes I haven't unpacked yet. Dave helped me haul the last of my stuff over yesterday, cracking jokes about how I'm living the bachelor dream now, but when he left, the quiet hit me hard. I sat on the floor, haven't got a couch yet, and cracked open a beer, just staring at the empty space. It's freeing, yeah, but also kinda lonely. Tara's been blowing up my phone since I took whiskey. First, it was insults. You're such a petty asshole. Stealing my cat. Then it flipped to these long, rambling voicemails begging me to talk this out. She's still lying through her teeth, swearing Mark was a one-time thing, and that she's so sorry and can't lose me. I listened to one, just to see if she'd fess up, but it's the same bullshit. Half apologies mixed with guilt trips about how I'm abandoning her. I deleted the rest without replying. Dave says I should block her, but part of mess stupid part probably wants to see if she'll ever just admit it. Fat chance. Work's been my lifeline, weirdly enough. I've been throwing myself into it, fixing servers and untangling code like it's therapy. My boss even noticed, slapped me on the back yesterday and said, "Whatever's fueling this, keep it up." I didn't tell him it's a cocktail of rage and heartbreak, I just nodded and kept typing. But then today, I'm grabbing coffee in the break room, and this new coworker Lisa starts chatting me up. She's chill, funny, with this dry sense of humor that catches me off guard. She asks why I look like I fought a bear and lost, and I blurt out, more like fought a marriage and walked away. She laughs, not in a mean way, and says, "Been there." Exes suck. We end up talking for like 20 minutes longest. I've smiled since this all went down. It's not like I'm jumping into anything, hell no. I'm still a mess, but it's the first time I've felt normal? Like maybe I'm not just the guy who got cheated on. Back at the apartment tonight, I'm feeding whiskey, and my phone buzzes again. Tara, of course. This time it's a text. "I miss you. Can we meet?" I stare at it, thumb hovering over the screen. Part of me wants to say yes, just to hear her out, see if there's anything worth salvaging. But then I remember her smirk, that text from Mark, the way she turned every fight back on me. I type no and hit send, then block her number before I can second guess it. Whiskey nudges my leg, purring, and I scratch his ears. "Just us now, bud," I say. "It's not much, but it's a start." It's been 2 weeks since I blocked Tara, and I'm starting to get the hang of this solo gig kinda. The apartment's still half empty. I've got a mattress on the floor, a folding chair I snagged from Dave, and a TV balanced on a cardboard box. Whiskey's claimed the windowsill as his throne, staring down at the alley like he's plotting world domination. I've been hitting up thrift stores to fill the place, outscored a beat-up coffee table yesterday for $10, which felt like a weird little victory. It's not home yet, but it's mine, And that's something I cling to when the silence gets too loud. Work's still my anchor. I've been pulling extra shifts, partly for the cash divorce ain't cheap and partly because it keeps my brain busy. Lisa's become a regular break room buddy now. She's got this knack for cutting through my gloom without prying too hard. Yesterday, she dragged me to this hole-in-the-wall taco joint near the office after a late shift. We're sitting there, grease dripping down our hands, and she's telling me about her own dumpster-fire divorced guy who ran off with her cousin, of all people. "You think you're pissed now," she says, smirking. "Try finding out at Thanksgiving with the whole family watching." I actually laugh and it feels foreign, like my face forgot how. She doesn't push me to spill my guts, just keeps the convo light, and I'm grateful for it. It's not a date or anything, God. I'm nowhere near ready for that, but it's nice to talk to someone who gets it. Meanwhile, Tara's gone quiet since I blocked her, but the fallout's still creeping in. Mutual friends are starting to pick sides, and it's a mess. My buddy Mike texted me last night, all awkward, saying Tara's been telling everyone I overreacted and threw her out. Threw her out? She's the one who turned our condo into a hookup spot. I didn't even bother correcting him, let her spin her web. Dave says she's been posting cryptic Instagram stories too. Shit like, learning who's really there for me, with sad face emojis. I haven't looked, I deleted all my socials the day I left, but it still pisses me off. She's playing the victim while I'm over here eating ramen in a chair that wobbles. Tonight, I'm sprawled on the mattress, scrolling through Netflix, when the buzzer goes off. I figure it's Dave with more of his divorce survival kit beer. But no Pete's, a delivery guy with a box. No label, just my name scrawled on it. I open it, and it's a bunch of my old stuff. A hoodie I thought I'd lost. Some books. A dumb coffee mug I got Tara for her birthday years ago that says, "World's Okayest Wife." There's a note tucked inside. Her handwriting, "Found these. Thought you'd want them. I'm sorry. No, let's talk. No excuses, just that." I sit there, staring at it, and my chest does this weird twist. Not anger, not sadness, something in between. I toss the note in the trash, keep the mug, and crack a beer. Progress? Maybe. Whiskey hops up, nudging my hand, and I mutter, "She's not winning me back with a mug, bud." He meows like he agrees. Small steps, but I'm moving. It's been a month since I settled into the apartment, and I'm starting to feel like a person, again not a great one, but at least one who doesn't wake up every day wanting to punch a wall. The place is coming together. Got a real couch now, second-hand but no stains, a cheap rug from IKEA, and a shelf for my books and that dumb "World's Okayest Wife" mug, which I keep as a weird trophy of survival. Whiskey's fully adapted, strutting around like he owns the joint, and I've even started cooking decent meals, nothing fancy, just stir-fry and tacos that don't taste like despair. It's not the life I pictured a year ago, but it's mine, and I'm clinging to that like a lifeline. Work's still steady, and Lisa's become a fixture. We've got this routine now, grabbing coffee or lunch a couple times a week, trading war stories about our exes like it's a twisted bonding ritual. She's easy to talk to, doesn't sugarcoat shit, and yesterday she dropped this line that stuck with me. "You're not the wreckage, man. You're the guy who walked out of it." It hit hard, because most days I still feel like the idiot who didn't see Tara's crap coming. Lisa's not flirting, at least. I don't think so, and I'm not looking for anything. But having her around makes me feel less like a ghost drifting through my own life. Then today, the past comes knocking, literally. I'm chilling on the couch, half watching some true crime doc, when the buzzer goes off. I figure it's a package been ordering random stuff like a kettle and a lamp to make this place less pathetic, but when I open the door, it's Tara. Standing there in the hall, hair pulled back, wearing this oversized sweater I used to love on her. My stomach drops like I just missed a step on the stairs. "Hey," she says, voice soft, like she's testing the waters. I don't say anything, just stare, because what the hell do you say when your cheating ex shows up unannounced? She shifts, clutching her purse, and goes, "Can I come in? I need to talk." My brain's screaming no, but my mouth mutters, "Fine," and I step aside. She walks in, eyes scanning the place like she's cataloguing every detail, and I hate how small it makes me feel. Whiskey hisses from the shelf and bolts, which almost makes me smirk. She sits on the couch and starts fidgeting. "I've been thinking a lot," she says, "about us, About what I did. I screwed up, okay? I know that. Mark was a mistake. A stupid, selfish mistake. Her eyes are wet now, and she's doing that thing where she looks all fragile, like she used to when she wanted me to fix something, but I'm not buying it, not this time. You drove over here to tell me that? I say, leaning against the wall because I don't trust myself to sit near her. It's a little late, Tara. She flinches, then barrels on. I miss you. I miss us. I ended it with him, I swear. Can't we just try again? There's this pause, heavy as hell, and for one dumb second, I picture it going back, fixing it, pretending none of this happened. But then I see that text, hear her lies, feel that smirk, like a slap. No, I say, and it's steadier than I feel. You don't get to waltz in here and act like sorry fixes it. You made your choice. I'm making mine. She stares at me, tears spilling now, and whispers, You're really done, aren't you? I nod, and she grabs her purse, bolting out without another word. The door clicks shut, and I slide down the wall, heart pounding. Whiskey pads over, nudging me, and I mutter, Good riddance, right? But it doesn't feel good, not yet. Just final. Tara's visit left me rattled, like someone shook up a snow globe I'd just gotten to settle. It's been a couple days since she showed up, crying and begging for a redo, and I've been stuck in this weird limbo, half relieved I stood my ground, half wondering if I'm an idiot for not hearing her out more. I keep replaying it, her sitting on my couch, all teary-eyed, saying she ended it, with Mark like that erases months of lies. I wanted to believe her just for a second. That old part of me that loved her kicked in, but then I remembered how she'd spin bullshit like it was an art form. Nah, I'm not falling back into that trap. Still, it's messed with my head, and I've been pacing the apartment like a caged animal. Whiskey trailing me like he's worried I'll lose it. Dave swings by tonight to snap me out of it. He shows up with a six-pack and a greasy bag of burgers, plops down on the couch and goes, All right, Spill. You look like you've seen a ghost. I tell him about Tara's drop in the tears, the I miss us, the whole pathetic play. He listens, nodding, then cracks a beer and says, She's fishing, man. Wants to see if you're still hooked. You did good kicking her out. I shrug, picking at my burger. Feels like shit, though. Like I'm the bad guy for not giving her a chance. Dave snorts. Bad guy? She cheated, lied, and paraded that douchebag in your house. You're not the villain for having a spine. He's right, I know he is, but it doesn't stop that ache from lingering, like a bruise I keep pressing on. Work's a mixed bag after that. I'm still grinding, but my focus is shot kept spacing out during a server reboot today. And my boss gave me this, You okay? Look that made me want to crawl under my desk. Lisa notices too. We're grabbing coffee in the break room, and she's quieter than usual, stirring her mug like she's debating something. Finally, she goes, You've been off. What's up? I hesitated and want to dump my baggage on her, but she's got this no-nonsense stare that pulls it out of me. I give her the short version. Tara showed up, begged. I said no. She nods, sipping her coffee, then says, Good. She doesn't deserve a rerun. You're better off. It's blunt, but it lands. Yeah? I ask, fishing for something to hold on to. Yeah, she says, smirking. You're not the type to settle for scraps. Don't start now. That sticks with me. Later, I'm back at the apartment, flipping through channels. When I stumble on some cheesy rom-com Tara used to love two idiots, fighting to fix their train wreck relationship. I used to watch it with her, rolling my eyes but secretly liking how she'd lean into me. Now it just pisses me off. I turn it off, grab my laptop, and start typing up a list shit I want to do. Not for her, not for us, but for me. Gym membership, maybe? A road trip? Hell, even a cooking class so I stop living on takeout. It's small, dumb stuff, but it feels like planting a flag claiming this life back. Whiskey hops up, curling against me, and I scratch his ears. We're figuring it out, huh? I say. He purrs, and for the first time in days, I sleep without dreaming of her. It's not peace. Not yet. But it's close. It's been a couple weeks since Tara's ambush at my apartment, and I'm finally starting to shake off the fog she left behind. The place is looking less like a crash pad and more like a home got, a proper bed frame now, not just a mattress on the floor, and a little dining table I scored off Craigslist for cheap. Whiskey's obsessed with the new setup, sprawling across the table like it's his personal kingdom, and I've stopped caring enough to shoo him off. I've been tinkering with that list. I made 2 signed up for a gym down the street, and even booked a weekend trip to the coast next month. Small wins, but they're stacking up, and it's starting to feel like I'm not just surviving anymore. Work's been a steady grind, and Lisa's still my go-to for keeping sane. We've graduated from break room chats to grabbing beers after shifts sometimes, usually at this dive bar a block from the office. She's got this dry wit that cuts through my brooding, and last night, over a couple IPAs, she got me talking about the Tara mess again. I tell her how I've been second-guessing myself, wondering if I was too harsh shutting her down. Lisa leans back, twirling her glass, and goes, "Harsh? Nah. You gave her what she earned, nothing. She's just mad she can't play you anymore." I laugh, a little bitter, and say, "Still feels like I'm the one paying for it." She shrugs. "You are for now, but you're not stuck." She is. It's simple, but it hits like maybe I'm not the loser in this after all. Then today, the universe decides to test me. I'm at the gym, sweating through a set of deadlifts first time in years, and my back's screaming when my phone buzzes. It's an email from Tara's lawyer. Divorce papers. Finally. I'd been waiting for her to drag her feet, but there they are, all official and cold. I sit on a bench, scrolling through the PDF, and it's surreal a life reduced to checkboxes and legalese. She's keeping the condo, I'm keeping whiskey in my car, and there's a line about no spousal support that makes me snort, like I'd ask her for a dime. I sign digitally, send it back, and just sit there, gym noise fading out. It's done. Or at least, it will be once the courts stamp it. I head home, still buzzed from the adrenaline and the weight of it all, and crack a beer to celebrate here morn. I'm not sure which. Whiskey's perched on the table, staring at me, and I raise the can to him. "We're free, bud," I say, and he blinks like he doesn't give a shit. Fair. But then my phone lights up again. This time it's a text from an unknown number. "Hey, it's Mark. Can we talk?" My blood goes cold. Mark? The Mark? What the hell does he want? I almost chuck the phone across the room, but curiosity or masochism wins out. I type back, "About what?" and hit send before I can overthink it. He replies fast. "Tara, she's losing it. Thought you should know." I stare at the screen, heart pounding, and mutter, "What now?" to no one. Whiskey yawns, and I'm left wondering if I just opened a door I should have kept bolted shut. Mark's text is sitting there on my phone like a live wire, and I'm torn between smashing the damn thing and digging into whatever mess he's dragging me back into. "Tara, she's losing it. Thought you should know." What the hell does that even mean? I pace the apartment, Whiskey watching me like I've lost my mind, and finally text back, "Explain." "Now," he replies quick. "She's been calling me non-stop, crying, saying she fucked up with you. Showed up at my place last night, trashed. I'm done with her, man. Just figured you'd want the heads up." I read it twice, letting it sink in. Tara's unraveling, chasing after the guy she cheated with, and he's bailing too. Part of me wants to feel Smuckama's a bitch, but mostly I just feel tired, done. I don't respond to Mark. What's the point? Instead, I block his number, same as I did hers, and toss the phone on the table. That chapter's closed, slammed shut, locked, and thrown in a dumpster. I grab a beer, flop onto the couch, and let the weight of the divorce papers hitting my inbox earlier today settle over me. It's official soon. No more us, no more condo fights, no more wondering if she's lying. Just me, whiskey, and this scrappy little life I'm carving out. The gym's kicking my ass but making me stronger, the coast trip's a few weeks away, and I've even started flirting with the idea of asking Lisa to grab dinner somewhere that's not a dive bar, not a date, just a step. Dave swings by later, sensing I need a debrief after the Mark bombshell. He's got pizza this time, and we sprawl out, letting Whiskey steal a pepperoni while I fill him in. "She's crashing and burning, huh?" he says, grinning. "You dodged a bullet, my friend." I nod, chewing slow. "Yeah, but it still stings. 9 years, man." He claps me on the shoulder. 9 years doesn't mean you owe her your soul. You're good now. That's what counts." He's right. Dave's always been the voice of reason when mine's drowned in noise. We polish off the pizza, play some Xbox, and for the first time in months, I'm laughing without that hollow edge. By the time he leaves, I'm alone again, but it's different now. I step onto the tiny balcony barely big enough for a chair and look out at the city lights flickering against the dark. It's not much, but it's mine. I think about Tara, probably still spiraling, and Mark, washing his hands of her, and I realize I'm not part of that chaos anymore. I've learned a lot through this shit show. Trust your gut, don't cling to sunk costs, and people show you who they are if you stop making excuses for them. I missed the signs with her, but I won't again, not with anyone. If I've got advice for anyone reading this mess of a story, it's this. Don't let someone else's lies define you. You're not weak for walking away, you're strong as hell for it. Me? I'm still a work in progress. Got my gym gains, my cat, a decent job, and maybe a friend in Lisa who's more than just a co-worker. I'm not healed, not all the way, but I'm here. I pour out a splash of beer for the old me, the one who took Tara's crepand, finished the rest. Whiskey meows from inside, and I head back in, shutting the door on the past for good. Let's keep going, bud, I say, and he curls up next to me. That's enough. That's everything.